Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is going to be an ongoing series to build a Tier 3 Active Directory Certificates services on Windows Server 2025. I am running my VMs on VMware's ESXi hypervisor. Currently on my screen, I have already installed uh, Windows Server 2025. I have installed all the VMs or most of the VMs that I need for this lab. This is going to be a lab. If you are configuring something like this in an enterprise environment, you want to consult with your security team before you deploy such an infrastructure. For a PKI Tier 3 architect, we are going to have an offline root, an offline intermediate CA, and then we're going to have a domain joint issuing CA that will issue certificates to our users and devices, or in other words, issue end entity certificates. I haven't installed my Active Directory domain services, so I'm going to do that on this video. The name of my domain is going to be kipolabs.net. That will be the name of my domain. So I'll go ahead and configure my server DC01 as my domain controller and install Active Directory certificates, Active Directory domain services role on this machine. So to do that, I am going to open Server Manager. And then click on Add Roles and Features. I'll give it some time for it to load. Okay, let me try one more time. Add Roles and Features, and I'm going to click on Next. And this is going to be a role-based or feature-based installation, so I'm going to click Next. We're going to install Active Directory domain services on this server, so I'm going to click Next, and then we're going to select the second option, which is Active Directory domain services. I'm going to add all the features that are needed for this installation, and then I'm going to click Next, and I'm going to click Next, and then Install. We will give it some time for it to finish the installation process, and then we can promote this server as a domain controller. Okay, my Active Directory domain services role installation is complete. So I'm going to click Close, and then now I'm going to promote this server as a domain controller. This is my first time installing a DC or a domain within my lab. So I'm going to select Add a New Forest. And then the name of my domain is going to be kipolabs.net. That will be the name of our domain. So I'm going to click Next. Okay, so here I'm going to leave everything as default, and then I'm going to create the password for the default administrator account for our domain. Make sure you remember this password when creating your Active Directory domain services. And then I'm going to click next. This is going to populate itself. And then I'm going to click on next. I'm just going to leave everything else as default and continue to click next and then install to complete this installation. Okay, our installation of Active Directory domain services is now complete. I'm going to close this out and restart this machine, then log back in with our domains administrator account. Okay, our DC01 has restarted successfully, so I am going to log in as the domains admin with this domain administrator account. One thing that I haven't mentioned is this DC is going to be our DNS server as well. If I take a look at our tools, now we have Active Directory users and computers, and then we also have DNS services or role installed as well. So this is going to be our Active Directory domain services, our domain controller, and also our DNS server for our lab. This brings us to the end of our very first video of this ongoing series to build a Tier 3 Active Directory certificate services on Windows Server 2025. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section and I will reply to your questions. I will see you in the next video.